Hello, good people. Today is January 2nd. Start of this new season. Excuse me. And I just wanted to come up here and share a download that I got this morning, but it's kind of been brewing for the last 2 days. And so I had a cousin reach out to me to, just ask for prayer in regards to his daughter. In that moment, I guess tears just welled up in my spirit because I don't take that lightly, but it's a great feeling to know that when the pressure, is on, that people are calling you, that they can count on you. And as I was thinking about it, again, this morning, I think I was in the shower or whatever, and I knew I wanted to come on and kind of just talk about it and express it, and, I hope that it lands on, good soil, that coming into this new season, hopefully you left behind the things that you need to leave behind in, 2024, because you can't take it with you, where you're going, whether that be people, whether that be mentalities, habits, patterns, whatever. It's dead weight, and you have to discard it. You have to leave it where it's at. And if you don't, then it'll rise up in times where you think you're progressing or you're making, headway, and you're being brought into arenas, conversations and, platforms. And it could just show up in those times if you don't deal with it. And then it's also, again, it's also pruning and allowing God to, cut off what needs to be, cut off, and not picking it back up. Not that it ever served us, but it definitely no longer, serves us. But back to my point, with that, hopefully you left those things behind, whatever it may be. Hopefully you've picked up the things that you need to pick up that's conducive to where you are in this level of the game. But can people count on you when the pressure is on? When it's, fourth quarter, in the game, can people, count on you? And I don't mean surface level, things. I know growing up, it was when the fight was about to happen, we knew who we could call on, because we knew, they got our backs, they're a good fighter, they're a warrior. And that's really the main thing. So it's are you a good fighter? Are you a warrior in the spirit? Because that's what's paramount. That's what's truly, important. How is your posture, before God? Are you in right standing? Can you get a prayer through? Can you cover those that are in your realm of, influence, whether that be your sisters, your niece, your nephew, your mother, your father, aunts, uncles, grandparents? If you have children, are you in a position to, cover your children, because you can see what it is that you need to see in order to know, okay, this is at work, this is what's going on. I know how to speak to this situation. You just know what to do. And so, first and foremost, are we in position, ourselves? But then secondly, who can you count on? Who can you call on when it's 1, 2 in the morning, who's gonna understand spiritual warfare? And it's like, yo, I need you to intercede, or I need you to come in agreement, with me. Because again, as I said, there are certain relationships you got to let go of, that you got to leave behind, because eagles, the altitude is too high. It's too high for most to be able to, stand those heights. They don't know how to breathe in those heights. They're not conditioned. So I know this is God, because I don't know if I've expressed this all the way in like the previous, entries that I've put on this page, but I don't just want to record and upload just for the sake of recording and uploading. I want it to benefit whoever, is watching. I always want to be an asset. I always want to add to, in whatever way, whether, it's wisdom, whether it's, you should wear this, you shouldn't wear that. It doesn't really, compliment you, or, this particular fragrance pairs just with your own pheromone. Or this is a new read, or this is a book that's going to help you along the way due to where you are, currently in your journey, excuse me. This is the scripture that I know I need to pass on, because put it on the situation that you're dealing with. Again, I always want to be, like an asset. I strive to be the best version, of myself, because that's just the standard I hold myself, too. So again, I don't want to be, aimless, and, it's a time and place, for everything. And, this page is at the core, it's about God, because the platform isn't mine, just to be, clear. But it's not about religiosity, because that's regimen. It's constricted. It's not by obligation that I speak or that I do, anything in life. I'm just compelled to, because I've experienced the love of God. I know, the love of God. And so who wouldn't want to pass on genuine love, genuine laughter, the things that's good for our spirit, truly good for our spirit, for our soul. So, it's all those things, because again, we're made up of so many different, intricate parts. And so, yeah, again, at the core, it's about God. It's about, His glory, but it's about also, life being a gift, and enjoying that, and, sharing the things that are dear to me, whether that's, waking up and walking in the confidence of God, what I put on, how I dress, what I smell like this day. These are the things that, they get me going. They let me know, I'm in my element, or, I'm myself, because, I'm not gonna look any kind of way. You're not gonna come around me and, I smell like I ain't bathed in, a day or two or a week. That's never been, that's never been me. And so, it's just shared experiences. If this is the case for me, I know it's the case for you. And, we bond through that, whether it's a fragrance, whether it's the latest, shoe, or, this is what I copped, or, man, like, yo, this is the lesson, like, that I learned. Like, this is the download that I got that shifted me or gave me the answer to whatever problems that I might have been facing or whatever it may be. You know, that's what it's about. It's life. So yeah, I think I'm done, you know, like, for the moment. Like I said, I just wanted to, you know, come on and, you know, add this because, you know, I feel compelled to. I know it's for somebody. Of course, you know, I'm first partaker, but, you know, I know it's for somebody, and that's truly, like, what it's about. It's about being a servant. A servant. When we're serving and we esteeming, you know, others above ourselves, that's when, like, breakthrough comes. That's when things we thought was hard begins to loosen up. It's like breaking ground. You got to break up the ground so that is, you know, the seed can grow in the way that, you know, it's supposed to. The nurturing of the soil, the water, you know, just that entire, you know, like, process. But yeah, great day to you. Great start of this year. Great start of this season. In spite of what things may look like, what you hear, that's a part of, you know, like, tilling the ground. Things got to be uprooted. Things got to be revealed. But it's a year, I know for me, it's a year of elevation. It was pruning last year. It was a lot of revelation last year. It was a lot of, you know, getting in the right posture and positioning. And, you know, this year, you know, we running. You know, we running this year. Last year, it was a lot of crawling. It was, you know, it was walking. You know, being present, moving at a certain pace. This year is execution and elevation. But overall, it's a year of elevation. So, I'll see you.